Once, there was a war known as the War of Shadows. An epic battle between Prince Marth's heroes and the Dorian Empire, which ended with the defeat of the Earth Dragon King Medius. The warriors who had united under the Fire Emblem returned to their own lands, devoting themselves to the reconstruction of their homelands. Among the nations that made up the 7 kingdoms of Archanea, Gra and Grust were devastated. Altea, Aurelis, Macedon, and Talis were left deeply scarred. And even the mighty kingdom of Archanea was undergoing restoration. However, in the palace still shaken by war, one important event took place. Hardin, the younger brother of King Aurelis, was married to Princess Nina, becoming the 24th king of House Archanea. After ascending the throne, Hardin aggressively restored the country in the twinkling of an eye, and formed a powerful army by gathering many soldiers. He then proclaimed the restoration of the Holy Archanean Empire, and himself Emperor. 1 year has passed since the war with Dol. The world seemed to be moving towards an era of peace. However, unbeknownst to man, the cogs of destiny had started spiraling out of order. Chapter 1: Grustian Expedition. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mangs, and I welcome you guys to the start of a brand new Let's Play. I've been wanting to do this one for quite some time. Yes, I know I say that at the start of every Let's Play, but I really mean it this time. Fire Emblem 12, Heroes of Light and Shadow, the game that never got released outside of Japan because Fire Emblem 11 sucked. And a damn shame it is, because this game is fine. It is a piece of art. They showed that they could take every single mistake made by the prequel, fix it, and produce an amazing game. And the fact that this game never got translated is, as I said, just a damn shame, because it's a fucking good game. I haven't played it before. I watched a couple of Let's Plays, very loosely, trying not to get myself too spoiled. Although I certainly know the story quite well. I just did Fire Emblem 3 Book 2 on my channel just a couple of months ago. But yeah, I know how this game works a little bit, but like, I'm still relatively fresh. I am, however, playing on Maniac difficulty. I chose not to go for Lunatic, because Lunatic was just insane. I mean, even the Prologue was just teeth grinding, really. And when you play on Lunatic, at least on this game, you kind of have to utilize the class changing, which is a feature I am not a huge fan of in this game. I'm not a fan of it in any Fire Emblem game, really. But when you play a Maniac, the game is still extremely hard. I dare say a lot harder than most other Fire Emblem games in the series. But it's not like super unforgivable, punishing, restart 100 times hard. It's just really fucking hard. But yeah, I've been looking forward to doing this Let's Play, and I couldn't wait any longer. I know I'm still doing Radiant Dawn together with Ray, but that Let's Play will keep going, don't worry. Anyway, let's jump into it, shall we? I can't wait, really. This game has been lying on my computer forever, taunting me. It's finally time to play it. Oh, I can't wait. It has been a year since the War of Shadows ended. The war-ravaged kingdom of Altea was finally starting to regain its stability thanks to Prince Marth's efforts. Prince Marth's engagement to Princess Shida was announced, and their people of Altea rejoiced, sharing their happiness. However, nearing the day of their wedding, an unexpected letter arrived from the Imperial Palace containing an Imperial edict. Dear Prince Marth of Altea, in the kingdom of Grust, now under Imperial rule, a large-scale rebellion has broken out. I request your kingdom's assistance in its subjugation. Your Highness is to lead an entire army of Altean and Sordi at once, suppressing the Grustian rebellion, the Emperor of Archanea. The Kingdom of Archanea was Altea's suzerain, and so its orders were absolute. Forced to comply, Marth ordered the Knight Cain to protect his homeland, and together with Jagan, the Paladin Aaron, and the young newly appointed knights, left Altea and on the Grustian expedition. And yes, just in case you wondered, I did skip the prologue. The prologue was actually kind of good. I liked it a lot. It's probably the best prologue or I would call it more like a tutorial. It's the best tutorial I've ever played in a Fire Emblem game. It was entertaining for experienced players at the same time as it introduced newer players to the game. That's also one of the things that Shadow Dragon really flopped on. It didn't really have a good tutorial at all. However, I chose not to include it as first, it was rather easy. Second, I just want to get going with the main story when I do a Let's Play. I have a tendency to skip the tutorials, even if they have story elements in them. And third, they circle jerk the avatar a little bit too much. And yes, this game does have an avatar. That's me right there. That's my character. That is Mangs the Cavalier. Yes, I realize that this game is overflowing with cavaliers, but fuck, I want to be a paladin. I look nothing like that. I couldn't find a hairstyle that looked like my hair at all. Probably because I don't have that much hair on my head. So, like, there is not a single hairstyle on the avatar that actually reflects that, which I think is kind of discriminating, you know? Us nearly bald people should get represented too, you know? I gave myself a monocle. I sometimes wear glasses. Yeah, again, this guy looks nothing like me, but that's the closest I could get. Cecil came over to me and handed me a headband, and she was like, hey, do you want to use this? And I was like, sure. And now I look like that. I was too lazy to go back and change it. Although, actually, she did ask me if I wanted to take it off, and I was like, no, I kind of like the headband. Anyway, Mangs will be arriving shortly. This is your first real battle, is it not? I actually have to voice act myself. That feels very weird. Battles will be different from here on out. Defeat on the battlefield means death. Any allies you lose will never return. That is the harsh reality of war. You must take the utmost care not to get yourself killed. And yeah, I do believe this game gives you the option to play on casual mode. I do believe there is a casual mode. You can actually play with... You can actually turn the permadeath aspect off. Which I actually don't mind. But I am, of course, playing with permadeath on. I'm wondering what Marth would say to you if that was actually turned off. Maybe he would just say, like, take care. Or they will get wounded or something like that. I don't know. Of course, sire. Also, I find that the avatar's lines are so freaking generic, so I might just go ahead and decide to make my own. You and everyone else, it would be wonderful if we could end this battle without losing anyone. Sire, you forgot your pants. Fuck. Sire, we have made arrangements for a transport convoy. We will also have merchants accompanying us who will sell weapons and items. I dare say they will be invaluable during battle preparations. Thank you, Jagan. Then let's begin our preparations at once. So, a couple of things that this game did way better than its prequel. You now have a talk menu. You can talk to people. This was badly needed, and you should talk to them immediately. You get some nice history lessons, you get some flashbacks. This is just amazing. Whoever designed this game, fucking geniuses. Mangs, this is the first time you've been outside of Altea, isn't it? Yeah, sire, did you come to Grust in the previous war? Indeed, in the War of Shadows. Grust was our enemy, however. The general and the people were not to blame. There were many admirable people that I did not want to fight. General Lawrence comes to mind. Fortunately, in the previous war, he fought as our ally. Well, not anymore, Marth. So I will stand by you instead, Prince, and hope that the future is a bit easier to spot from here. Not anymore. Thanks to the war, Grust was devastated, and now it follows the kingdom of Archanea's rule. But, by Archanea's grace, General Lawrence was allowed to govern it. He's an excellent leader who thinks of his own people. It's because of him that the people of Grust can live in peace. I understand, but then I wonder, why did a rebellion occur? That I don't know. Just, what's going on in this country? Alright, let's go talk to the expeditionary forces. Mangs, how are the new knights? Well, fuck if I know! Go check on them yourself! Sir, everyone is brimming with energy. Good to hear. About our expeditionary forces. I am already old, and would be of no use in the front lines. Why the fuck are you wearing armor? I guess it never hurts to be prepared, eh? Our main force will consist of you rookies. I'm no rookie. I'm actually quite experienced. Gordon, Doga. Yeah, and by the way, I will use some of their Japanese names. I refuse to call him Draug. He will forever be Doga. And Gordon will forever be Gordon. And the paladin, Aaron. The strongest among us, Sir Aaron. Let me introduce you. What's up, Aaron? Royal Guard Mangs. This is the first time we talk face to face. I am Aaron. Mangs, sir. It's an honor to fight alongside you, sir. Oh, I would kill for a bit more of a snappy comeback from the Avatar in this game. You don't have to make him so generic, you know. That's like the only complaint I have about this game. The Avatar is freaking boring. But then again, so that's kind of the issue with the Avatar, right? It has to sort of appeal to everyone, so you kind of have to make it sort of vanilla in personality. Sir Aaron, as far as our reports go, our enemies are bandits. They're no match for a paladin like you. On Maniac they are. Trust me. Of course. However, Sir Jagan, if possible, please give a chance to Mangs and the other new knights. I can't become much stronger than I already am. However, they're young and have potential. As Mangs and the other experience actual battles, they should eventually grow enough to surpass me. Sir Aaron? Mangs, gain strength in the battlefield and surpass me as soon as possible. The ones who will support the future of Altea isn't me, it's you. Yes, sir. I'll bear that in mind. The importance of being a knight of Altea. Alright. I'm glad we have you, though, Alan. Okay. Alright, let's give equipment to our dudes. So we do have we do have some shit lying around the convoy right here. There you go, Cecil. Still haven't decided who I should use. I'll talk a little bit more about them as we head into the game. But it's kind of important to take all of them, because the first map is actually rather hard. That's what she said, I know. Alright. I am actually going to forge myself a sword. Because I would like to train my sword skill. Yeah, so you can reclass at will in this game. You can kind of like do whatever the frick you want, which is a very handy feature, and on Lunatic you kind of have to use it. I've heard that for this first map it really helps off to make Aaron what was it? A dragon master or something? Yeah, because then he can fly and shit. He gets +2 defenses, +1 strength as well. But I just don't like the reclassing feature. I don't know. I've always tested it. Good day. What can I help you with? Who might this purchase before? Why am I voice acting the armory guy? Anyway, let's well, Marth, you ain't having that sword. I'm sorry. Yeah, so also about iron and steel weapons and shit. Which is kind of interesting. Weight doesn't exist in this game, so steel weapons are by general just superior. Which is kind of weird. Alright, so I'm gonna forge myself a good sword right here. 14 mites. I could like calm down a little bit, I guess. Could give it some crits. 15 crits. 15 crit and 12 might seems like a good blade. I don't know why reducing hit would make it go up in price. Yeah, so look at that. 15 crit, 12 mites. Yeah, of course. We're gonna call this the... Should we call this? I actually didn't think about a name beforehand. We're gonna call this the... The Durandangs. The Durandangs lives. Alright, so I just spent all of my money, which is horrible, I know. I'm such a crafting whore. Alright, let's view the map. So these are the map is completely identical. To my experience, most of the maps are pretty identical. You can also do this to mark their range, which I think is a very handy feature to have. So yeah, Lawrence is the first boss. Pretty scary stuff. You can see the stats on these guys. They're pretty nasty, actually. A full-on assault won't work that well. And most of these guys... Doga will be absolutely trashed in this map. It's quite ridiculous how weak he is. Because he gets weapon triangled, and at the same time, he also freaking... he gets doubled because his speed is 5. He's actually quite bad. Alright, where's me? Here's me. I'll talk about the growths and shit when we get into the chapter itself. 15-minute battle preparations. Wonderful. Ah, here comes the guy everyone loves. Sire, this is General Lang, the commanding officer of the occupational forces. So you are Prince Marth. Glad you could make it here. Since you have come all this way, I suppose I'll let you have the glory of capturing the rebel leader, General Lawrence. What? General Lawrence leads the rebels? What would possess him to rebel of all things? Who knows? I haven't the foggiest idea, and frankly I don't care. Prince, you ought to kill General Lawrence and reclaim the children of the Grustian royal family that he's hiding. While you do that, we will slaughter the families of those who participated in this rebellion and raze their homes to the ground. Are you insane? They're innocent civilians. Insane? Young man, are you questioning my orders? Perhaps Altean too plans to rebel against Archanea. Of course not, that's not... Prince Marth, your tiny country means absolutely nothing to me. Your rude behavior is merely an irritation. Do not forget that I have the power of the Empire behind me. I can crush weak, pesky insects like you anytime I wish. Ah, I love you too, Lang. Jagan, what in the world is going on here? How could Harden have entrusted this country to such a wild man? Sire, I understand how you feel. However, Lawrence has begun a rebellion. That much seems to be true, so we ought to do something about that first. Sire, why don't you try speaking to General Lawrence personally? Allow me to stay by your side and serve as your tactician. Royal Guard Mangs, when Prince Marth is in danger on the battlefield, protect him at all costs. That is an order. Yes, sir. Mangs, if you're here, I have no need to worry. Let's clean up the bandits and head to General Lawrence's position. Yes, sir. You get freaking praised by everyone in this game. It feels kind of weird. Ever since the start of the prologue, everyone keeps telling me how fucking amazing I am, and it feels very forced and weird. So yeah, a notable difference between the dialogue here and the dialogue in the original game is that in the original game, Jagan pretty much just says that, hey, it's freaking Lang who caused this rebellion. He's a fucking douche and Hard is an idiot for appointing him as a leader. And also, these guys that you're fighting is actually not rebels at all. The rebels have kind of been wiped out already. It's just the bandits came down from the mountains and were like, hey, let's ransack these villages, and you're basically just fighting bandits. But here, they don't seem to want to tell you that. Anyway, yeah, let's talk about the character, shall we? This is Marth, the main character of this game. We started with quite a solid bunch of crew here. So yeah, Marth is amazing. Marth is pretty much amazing in every single game he's in. This game is no exception. Look at those growths. Yeah, just good growths all across the board. Marth will be amazing. He starts out pretty strong. He starts out a little bit on the weak side, but that will quickly be remedied by his amazing growths and his amazing luck stats. Alright, let's talk about me. Hey, this is me, the Cavalier who looks nothing like me, but it's Mangs. I was pretty happy with how I built my character. You can select a bunch of backstories and shit to increase your and decrease your growths and shit. So I went for a Cavalier that focused on speed, defense, and luck, because those stats are my favorite stats. Actually, not defense. I like speed, and I like luck. Even though luck sucks, I still like to have a lot of it. So yeah, this is my character. And then we have Doga! Doga is okay in this game, actually. He just starts out incredibly weak, but if you put some effort into him, he should become rather decent. His growths are all very high. He has a very high speed growth for an armor knight, despite starting out very, very poorly. But as I said, if you put some effort into him, he'll surely become a good unit. Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see. Then we have Cecil. Cecil's, in my opinion, the best of the starting Cavaliers. She has... she focuses a lot on speed and skill. Her luck growth isn't too bad either. She starts out at level 3, so she has the best base stats of the bunch. And I personally just like her. I think she's amazing. This was the case in Fire Emblem 3 as well. She actually just had better growths than the other guys. She was just superiorly... Like, she had better base stats and better growths. In this game, they're a little bit more balanced, but I still find Cecil is the best. Alright, then we need to go to... no, we already talked about Mangs. Luke! So Luke, he's the strong guy of the bunch among the initial starting Cavaliers. He has a very high strength growth and also very high hit point growth. The other growths aren't bad as well, but this guy basically focuses on strength. He's the strong guy. And then we have Roddy. He starts out at the lowest level, so he has the worst base stats. Roddy's kind of like a jack of all trades. He has good growths across the board. He has the highest luck growth of the starting Cavaliers, but I find him to be the weakest one simply because he starts at level 1 with worst base stats. I mean, if you just compare this guy to Cecil, you know, where is she? You can see Cecil's base stats. She starts with 9 speed. This guy starts with 6 speed. So this guy will get doubled by the bandits, whereas Cecil will not. So for that reason alone, I don't really like him. And of course, we have Aaron. Aaron, significantly better in this game compared to Fire Emblem 3. In Fire Emblem 3, he had around like 5% to 10% in every single growths, I think. Yeah, he was pretty bad. Here, he actually has something resembling growths, though only barely. The only growths, like the only stats he might level up is hit points and skill, pretty much. But, you know, he has very solid base stats. He'll fall behind pretty darn fast though, but still, use him for what he's worth. You kind of need him, so thank God he's here. And then we have the 2 crappy archers. First we have Ryan. He's my least favorite of the 2 archers. He has way better growth than his brother, but he starts out at level 2 with very weak bases. A speed of 5, considering he does have a 50% growth in the stat, but he needs so many level ups before he will consistently start doubling. And for that reason, I don't think his higher growth rates is worth it, really. Gordon, on the other hand, is slightly better, but not by much. He has like 1 more speed compared to his brother. His growths are considerably worse, but at least his speed isn't that much worse. It's at 40%. But Gordon at least has a strength stat as opposed to Ryan, so he can do something at the very least. But I prefer to use George. Like, I haven't tried him out in this game before, but I just figure he will probably be good. Alright, so I'm just gonna do a save state, since we're at the start of the chapter, and if I have to restart, it's better to just load a save state than to restart the game. But as usual, I will not be using save states mid-game. So these guys will come charging at you pretty darn soon, and from my experience, this guy will stand still as long as you don't move to oppose him. There will be some thieves spawning from the mountain, but you can easily intercept them. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select these guys, and I'm probably just gonna pull back immediately. And I'm gonna be equipping the Durandangs, because the Durandangs is awesome. And we don't want Dogger to take any of these hits right here. And I'm just gonna turtle it up a little bit here initially, because you'll see how strong these guys are. They're pretty darn strong. It's very important that we equip swords. As you can see right here, they hit hard. Alright, go Durandangs. Bang, bang. Wow, okay. Apparently I doubled them at this stage. Alright, let's see. We got a vulnerary, that's good. Let's send the full health one to the convoy. So yeah, 2 hits, and your guys are gone. Aaron can maybe take 3. And that's really that's how it goes. We don't have a healer either, so I'm actually going to be using a steel sword, more reliable. And I'm going to see if Aaron can kill this guy. He can, I think, with a silver lance, but that's super scary. So we might have to use Gordon right here. Suffering some weird sound spikes. I'm just gonna see if I can fix that really quickly. Okay, we are back. Apparently the sound is going to spike a little bit occasionally, and sadly I've changed all the settings, but there's really nothing I can do about it. It's only a minor nuisance anyway, so maybe it will sort itself out. Anyway, we need to deal with these 2 ruffians, and then we need to kill at least one of these guys, because, again, My guys can really only take... my guys can really only take 2 hits. Alan may take 3, but everyone else is limited to 2 hits. So having 2 ruffians alive is basically a death sentence. So we have to kill them. Let's use a... I don't think I'm going to use either Ryan or Gordon, to be quite honest. I'm going to bring them along as chip damage for as long as they're worth something. But chances are I'm probably just going to bench them soon. Let's see if I can... see if my Cavalier can double... Oh, right, he can actually. That's cool. We can actually kill this guy with an iron sword. This is really awesome. See, I'm actually level 9. I am terribly over-leveled compared to the rest of my group. This is because in the tutorial I mostly used Mangs as opposed to the other units. Probably a bad idea, but I didn't really know which one of them I wanted to use, so... And yes, experience in the tutorial does carry over, so... Yeah, I should actually be able to kill all of them right now. The Silver Lance does an extreme amount of damage. I think I'm actually going to use that. Schmack. It does put me at a weapon triangle disadvantage though, which is kinda bad. But as a result, I should be able to kill these guys now. Go Cecil. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to use Cecil. Cecil's pretty awesome. Not sure how many Cavaliers I should use, but Paladins are universally the best unit in this game, in my opinion. I think they're... No, they can't use axes in this game. Which I'm actually completely fine with. Alright, Doga is not... Oh yeah, I can see that. They actually one-round KO Doga. So Doga is really screwed in this scenario. So he actually can't do much. Which is a little bit silly. What I can do is I can give him an Iron Lance. There's quite a big difference. Actually, there's not that big of a difference, really. I mean, if I give him an Iron Lance, he might be able to hit him. I mean, like, he'll have a 7... Yeah, you know what? YOLO, we can gamble a little bit. It's fine. But let's see. You know, we'll have to do it with Luke. So we'll trade the Iron Lance over to Doga. And we will use the Iron Lance. If we miss on this attack, Doga will die. But luckily he didn't. 20 experience for Doga. So it's good. We need to head over to the village. We need to get Malaysia. It's actually going to be quite important, I feel. Ooh, nice. Level up. Oh, Roddy. Hit points, skill, speed, luck, and defense. As I said, Roddy actually has some very decent growths. Alright, it's a bandit over here. Oh, a battle is it? We're in luck, boys. Let's shoot them villagers before they realize what's hit them. This game is extremely nice with its bandits positioning. Oh, look at that. We have a hunter. Lol. And yeah, ambush spawns are a thing here. They are back and more annoying than ever. I'm still very undecided whether I should use Doga or not. Oh, come on, really? Huh. I mean, I could certainly use him. He'd need some experience, though. Because with 5 speed, he's gonna get doubled by everything. You could try giving him a couple of kills and see how he pans out. If you can give Doga some levels, he can become a very decent wall. And you do need walls in this game. There's a lot of choke points to choke. Alright, try not to give my unit so much experience. I think it's better if we let Marth get some kills. Or at least get some wax off. And then wax off, wax on. And then we can let Cecil pick up the kill, maybe? Should be doable with the steel sword. Bang. Alright, let's head up to Point Choke. This is basically Fort Choke right here. This is Doga's favorite place in the entire world. Let's go visit. I don't really have any money. Okay, this sound spiking is getting rather ridiculous. We can... Oh, I actually think I'm going to buy a javelin. Because I don't think I have a javelin on me. We can also use... there's also some save points there, which are actually rather useful. I'm going to go visit some houses. There aren't any young girls left in this country. They were all taken away by the Imperial troops. They say General Lang keeps them the really pretty ones to himself. What a dark, insane chapter in Grust's history. Wow, Lang, stealer of women. What a douche. That is not acceptable. This game doesn't... Alright, it does auto-end. After the last war, Princess Nina let this country keep its sovereignty under the rule of General Lawrence. However, as soon as Hardin became emperor, General Lawrence was banished and Lang's troops came crawling in. Lang stole everything from us. He stole our gold, of course, but he even stole our food and our loved ones. Ah, if only General Camus were here, then we wouldn't have to live in fear of people like Lang. Don't worry, Sirius is coming home soon. Alright. Right, so we gotta go visit this village to get Malaysia, and then we can go visit the... I want Cecil up here first. And I'm gonna save my save points until I actually need it. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go visit some houses. I heard that General Lang were something. I kind of skipped that, sorry. Talos wasn't unified at the time, so there was a number of noble houses contending for control. Lawrence lent his power to the young patriarch of one house, and together they unified Talos into one country. Lawrence and that patriarch, now the king of Talos, remain close friends to this day. Some history, or some background history regarding Lawrence. Alright, so I'm pretty sure if I place myself on this fort, I'll get 1 defense. I'll get 13 defense. Let's see. It's scary. I actually think the only one capable of tanking that fort is Aaron. So, I'm actually gonna wait a little bit until the rest of my squad is in position. I want the archers up here, preferably. There's going to be some more thieves, too. I mean, Doga could choke the point, were it not for the fact that he sucks. So, kind of makes it a little bit hard for him to do that. But Aaron should be able to tank it fairly enough. Alright.
Alright, that will do for now. Sir Ogma, please forgive me for getting you involved in this mess. I am here on King Talos' orders. As such, I will do everything in my power to help. I see. Then I have a favor to ask of you. I want you to escort these children to Macedon. These children, Prince Yubello and Princess Yumina, are King Grust's orphans. Please take them to safety, to Lord Wendell in Macedon.
Yeah, we're gonna go see Wendell again.
Understood. I will guard these two with my life.
Thank you, Sir Ogma. Now, Prince Yubello, Princess Yumina,
you will be leaving with Sir Ogma.
No, I'm not going. I won't leave you behind.
Princess, I cannot go. With this wound, I can barely even walk. It saddens me, but you two must go on without me.
You took that grievous wound to protect us. How can you tell us just to leave you behind now? I will never leave. We will never leave your side, Lawrence.
What shall I do, General? This is most troublesome. Princess Yumina is not one to change her mind easily. We will remain here.
In that case, I will find some other way to help you. I will find Lang and bring him down. I will bury him with this sword, I swear on it. General Lawrence, you must hold out until then. I don't understand why Ogma simply couldn't just have picked up the children and left. Oh well. Alright, we'll save this save point a little bit. And I'm gonna use these save points. If you don't know what they are, they're basically like checkpoints. I kinda like them. General Lawrence took the royal children from Lord Wendell and raised them in Grust. The Empire demanded their extradition, but Lawrence was afraid they would get killed and hid them. The Empire branded Lawrence a traitor and sent General Lang here. Lang did horrible things to find the royal children. That's why we rose up, but we lost. And now Lang is going to kill everyone in this entire country. Lang's kind of a douche.
Oh, please show mercy to this child. She's only 10 years old.
Ma'am, please calm yourself. I'm not here to take any children.
What? You're not Imperial soldiers?
No, we're not. We didn't come to fights. If there's anything you need, please ask. It's not much, but we can give you food. Wait, please take me with you.
Huh? Are you really 10?
No, I'm a grown woman, but Granny lied so that I wouldn't be taken away by the soldiers. Lang soldiers are all monstrous, but you're different. You have very sweet eyes. Please take me with you. I wanted you to take me away from this country and take me to yours.
It's not safe for her to stay here. Please take her with you and protect her. You can marry her too if you like. Malaysia is a beautiful, good-natured lady just like me. I'm sure she'll make a fine wife.
No, Gran, it's far too early for that. Now you've made Malaysia flustered. She talk about herself in third person. So yeah, here's Malaysia. She's your first healer and a pretty darn good one at that. She has very good growths in the area she needs to have good growths in. you know, which is a lot of speed. I'm really glad she has a lot of speed. Her base speed sucks, but that'll get fixed shortly enough. Her luck is decent, her resistance is decent, and yeah, I like her a lot. Hit points is a little bit on the low side. Skill is very low, but that's fine, because she's a healer. But at any rate, she's a healer, and you need healers. Heal the shit out of everyone with her. Alright, time for Aaron to tank a 4 choke. As you can see, they still inflict a considerable amount of damage to him. And I actually kind of like that Aaron doesn't double these guys. It makes it a lot safer for him. Alright. So they're all kind of just going to gang up on you from here on. So what I like to do, now that we've kind of passed the worst, I'm going to use the save points. I don't know why you only get 2 save slots in this game. Kind of feels a little bit weird. Did I visit this house? The late King of Grust had 2 children, Princess Yumina and Prince Yubello. They're still young, maybe 13 or 14. Cute little twins, both of them. In the last war, Garner and the Dark Pontifex kidnapped the twins to blackmail the king. They were taken to Kage in the City of Magic and locked away in a pitch-black room. At great personal risk, Pontifex Wendell saved them. He took them to a monastery to protect them. Yay, backstory. Alright, let's get Marth over here. Let's get Militia over here. And Gordon and Ryan are actually sort of useful in this situation. They can actually do some damage to the bandits. But it's kind of scary too. This guy's a hand axe, so we want to kill him with Aaron. That actually won't do it. But what we can do is we can kill him with a silver lance, and then we can trade, it back. Because we kind of want to get rid of that guy. So then we do this. And then we kill this guy. Schmack. I actually didn't check if... Yeah, there's no rescue feature in this game, by the way. Oh, crap. This hunter actually... This hunter actually doubles Ryan. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9. He doesn't double Gordon, though, so maybe if we just kill him with Mangs. It's a little bit scary, but it could work. It's very scary, but it definitely could work. Let's see. We kind of need to go on the offensive, because Ryan will get killed. Not that I care that much, but I would at least try to keep him alive. Alright. I think, actually, Mangs can double the bandits and kill them. Oh, if you look at that, level up. Hit points, skill, speed, luck, defense. Very strong level up. Well, we'll double this guy. Question is, will we need the Durandangs, actually. Hey, critical. It's like a really fucking good killing edge. Alright, let's hope we survive this. Ow. Schmack. And again, that's awesome. The hunters spreading their attack outs. I don't know why they give you 2 save points in such a short distance. I'm not sure if the amount of save points you get goes down on Lunatic mode. Huh! Hit points on skill. Wow, I suck. The fuck's wrong with me? Jesus Christ. That's terrible. I really like how the healer animations are turned off in this game by default. And we are gonna do a little bit of blocking in to give Dorga some experience. It's the oldest trick in the book, really. I actually really like doing it. But first, we need to go over and heal some guys. We'll need to take an hour with Marth. I'm thinking Marth can go and take care of Lawrence. I can't remember if you can just talk to him in this game or how it works. I'm actually not sure. But anyway, this is how you get some experience on Dorga. You just box the archer in. It'll grant him 2 easy hits without getting hit back. And I think I'm gonna try to make an attempt to use Dog at the very least. I only saw him briefly, but that night Aaron looked awfully pale. You know, he's probably hit the wall, so to speak. I doubt he'll get any stronger no matter how much he fights. Yeah, don't use Alan, I get it. He's not that bad, though. He'll be used for at least a couple of chapters to come, so... Alright, time for Dorga to kill this guy. Dorga fire! Dorga kill Puniatsu. Go away. Not a level up, sadly. Again, you just want to abuse the shit out of the heal stuff. Alright, so I do believe I can talk to Lawrence. I can't remember if that actually kills him or not. But in his current state, he one-shots Marth, so let's be a little bit careful. We definitely want to use the rapier against Lawrence. Alright, so let's see. Now we can use the rapier, and he won't kill us. Good.
Prince Marth, so it is you. How unfortunate that I must fight the Altean army and its prince.
Please wait, I do not wish to fight with you. I heard about everything from the villagers. I've heard of all the atrocities Archanea has committed. I promise I will inform Emperor Harden of the truth and rescue Grust. So please lower your weapons.
Prince, I am grateful for the offer, but I am afraid that I cannot comply. Prince, you know nothing. Do you think that a man of Emperor Harden's caliber would make a general out of a man as worthless as Lang without a good reason? He called for an invasion, to crush the kingdom of Grust and to make it a territory of the Empire.
No, it can't be. Harden would never do something like that.
I know it's hard to believe, but I'm afraid that ever since he became Emperor, he has changed a great deal. He is no longer the Harden you once knew. Prince, I have one final request of you. In this stronghold, I am protecting the young prince and the princess of Grust. Please find a way to help them. If you can do that, I will have no regrets.
What? General Lawrence, what are you saying?
Prince Marth, my life in exchange for theirs. By any means necessary, please help them. This is the last thing I will ask.
Alright, yeah, he does actually. General Lawrence! This can't be happening. Yeah, in this game, he actually commits suicide instead of blowing himself up. Which I actually think is a shame, because I always thought that was quite hilarious. Oh, alright, well, let's go cease. Yee, map clear!
Prince Marth, General Lawrence entrusted everything to you. You spared his life and even heard him out. We, the people of Grust, thank you. Please let me offer you a token of our gratitude here. We're protecting Prince Yubello and Princess Yumina in the stronghold. I beg you, do what you must to protect our last fragments of hope.
Hey, immense stuff. Nice. You're here. Grust's royal heirs. Prince Yubello and Princess Yumina? Lawrence, he's gone. How can we live on without him? You monsters, stay away. You're going to murder us just like you murdered Lawrence. No, you have it all wrong. We just... Uh-oh. Here comes Lang.
Ah, Prince Marth, you finally caught these filthy traitors.
General Lang, wait, please. These children have done nothing wrong. Allow me to take custody of them.
Don't make me laugh. These brats are coming with me to my castle. Besides, my dear prince, you have other more important priorities. I have received reports that there has been a military revolt in Macedon, and Princess Minerva has been imprisoned.
What? How could that happen to Macedon? I understand my obligations, General Lang. Still, these children, let them stay with me, please.
Prince, do not try my patience. Listen, you two, you're coming with me.
No, let me go. Yubello, help me. Yumina! Yumina! You little fucker, Lang. Wait, Lang! Release them at once! Sire, Lang's an idiot and he has cancer.
Sire, don't do it. You too, Mangs. If we oppose Lang right now, we run the risk of being branded traitors by Archanea.
But Jagan, are you telling me to simply allow Lang to take them? I cannot stand for that.
I understand how you feel, sire, but please remain patient for a little while longer. If we head to Macedon, then rescue Princess Minerva, Macedon will surely lend us its strength.
In this remake, Marth is slightly more opposed to this than he is in Fire Emblem 3. In Fire Emblem 3, he's kinda like just standing there going, okay. He's like, oh, that's terrible, Lang. Too bad we can't do anything to stop you. but here Jagan actually has to hold him back, which I think is a nice change. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed this first part of Let's Play Fire Emblem 12 Heroes of Light and Shadow. Please consider leaving a thumbs up and a comment. It really does help out the channel a lot, and particularly whenever I release a new part of a Let's Play. Likes really fucking help, as it gets bumped to the top of the comment section if it gets enough of them. So yeah, let me know what kind of characters you'd like me to use. I'm not going to do a straw poll for this one, but I'm open for suggestions. If there's a character you really want to see me use, then let me hear it in the comment section. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye!